Who are the main thinkers in critical theory? Have you ever wondered how the ideas of the 1960s counterculture and the hippie movement were shaped? A big part of that influence came from critical theory. This intellectual movement was closely linked to the Frankfurt School, a group of Marxist scholars who aimed to analyze and challenge the social and political structures of their time. Let's take a closer look at some of the main thinkers in critical theory and how their ideas played a role in the 1960s. Max Horkheimer was one of the founding figures of the Frankfurt School. He was a key leader who helped shape the direction of critical theory. Horkheimer focused on how culture and ideology maintained social domination. He was particularly interested in how rationality could be used to both liberate and control society. Theodor W. Adorno worked closely with Horkheimer and made significant contributions to cultural criticism. He co-authored a famous work titled Dialectic of Enlightenment. In this book, they argued that the Enlightenment's promise of human liberation had paradoxically led to new forms of domination through what they called instrumental reason. Adorno's work influenced many activists in the 1960s, even though he was skeptical of direct political activism. Herbert Marcuse emerged as a prominent voice for the New Left during the 1960s. His books, Eros and Civilization and One-Dimensional Man, critiqued capitalist society and called for radical social change. Marcuse inspired many young people involved in anti-establishment movements, including the hippies. He connected psychoanalysis, Marxism, and cultural critique in a way that resonated with the counterculture. Jürgen Habermas represents a later generation of critical theorists. He expanded the theory into new areas with concepts like the public sphere and communicative action. His work in the 1960s, including The Structural Transformation of the Public Sphere, explored how rational discourse and democratic communication could lead to emancipation. Habermas's ideas shaped debates about modernity and rationality during that time. These thinkers provided the intellectual fuel for the spirit of questioning authority and seeking authenticity in the 1960s. Their critiques of mass culture and capitalist society aligned with the counterculture's desire to break free from conformity. While the hippie movement was not a direct result of critical theory, the shared skepticism of established norms connected them historically and culturally. In practical terms, critical theory encouraged young people and activists of the 1960s to think critically about media, politics, and culture. This led to movements that aimed to create a more just and open society. The legacy of these thinkers continues to influence social theory and activism today.